Good morning, you beautiful people. I hope you're having a wonderful day today. Today, I want dive and dodge. Ben Stiller movie references aside, people will actually try to convince you that gunfights and ghosts are non-existent. They want to say that the recoil on the guns is non-existent. They want to say that the time to kill is too fast to have a gunfight. I am here to tell you that that could not be farther from the truth. Accuracy in Call of Duty Ghosts is just as important where you get into a 50-50 gunfight. However, hope is not lost because you can do a couple things to improve your odds of winning that particular gunfight. And the way you increase those odds is using the 5 Ds of dodging bullets. Dodge, duck, dip, dive, and dodge. Basically, having an agility and a sporadic unpredictability to yourself, your character, in a gunfight. I say that in a general sense because it can encompass a multitude of different ways. Everyone is going to be unpredictable in their own way. If everyone is always easier to hit than a moving target. So strafing, even just moving left and right while you're shooting, is going to have the ability or have the potential to will be at your benefit, along with Stalker. Stalker is not only good for back and forth and not have the penalty of aiming down sights, of being slow, then it's a very big benefit because your enemy, assuming they're not using Stalker or agility, will this next way every single person can do right now, and that is drop shot. Now in Ghosts, it's a little bit more difficult. You have to get it, you have to react quicker. You have to drop shot faster than you could in other Call of Duties because yes, the time to kill is a little bit faster, but that does not mean it is impossible to drop shot. The way you drop shot is if you go into your options and if you go to the button layout, instead of saying default, you will switch to tactical. What this will do is it will switch your knife. As soon as you get in a gunfight, if it's a 50-50 gunfight, you're both out in the open like I said, if you just click, next way similar to drop shotting is jump shotting. This one is a little bit more difficult to do with a regular controller. Beebs was very generous to give me a scuff controller or two. Shotting is really easy because you have that button on the back of the scuff controller or whatever mod controller you have, down sights and then aim in between my jump and when I land, when I'm mid-prize. I hear a lot of complaints when I kill someone after I drop shotted in the forums and different stuff that jump shotting or drop shotting is cheap and it's a broken mechanic, and that really doesn't make sense to me because it's in the game, and I hate it when people say, oh, it's in the game, because not everything in the game should be balanced, but it is just a clever down when you go to the left, when you go to the right, when you jump up. It's harder for them to shoot you, and when they complain about how it's difficult to shoot you, that is a good thing. They will follow your character, and drop shotting or jump shotting will not be as effective. That's why this is not a 100% proven technique, kind of like using a silencer is, or using flanking or cover or whatever is. It's just something to increase your odds just that little bit more. And let me tell you, this is going to take a lot of time to get down. I am still learning this technique. I'm still learning how to strafe. I'm still learning to react with a drop shot. I'm still learning how to jump shot. So it's going to take a lot of time, but I guarantee you, when you get in a gunfight and you panic, that guy should have killed me. Now, obviously, that's not going to happen every time, but you can attribute that to being unpredictable in where your character's moving. 2P and TBNR frags, they are very, very agile, unpredictable, and sporadic. And when those two are rushers, they are really, really good at getting in the middle of a reaction time and your aim, and drop shotting, jump shotting, being sporadic, strafing is definitely going to help you out there, and they are great examples of that. So I thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Leave a like if this does help you, and hopefully you guys will learn, you guys will practice, and you guys will get better because of this. And until the next absolutely beautiful